Okay, in this short video, we'll show you how to install the Polar Cloud onto your Moonraker-based 3D printer installation. You need three things: the repository, the GitHub page pulled up for instructions. I like to have the actual local UI pulled up, so this is either going to be Fluid or Mainsail OS or something else. And you need a terminal window, so this will look slightly different. You may have to use Putty if you're on Windows, but the actual steps should be the same. We're going to be just doing this one on a Mac. So first thing we want to do is connect to the printer via SSH. So for my printer here, I'm using a Sovol SV07, and I know what the IP is from the local UI window I have pulled up, so I'm in. And now all I need is to go over to the GitHub, and then we will clone the repository. I already have it installed. You'll just see a quick kind of notice as it installs that folder for you. CD into the proper folder and then run the installer. So this takes a second. I am going to pause and then we will resume once the installation is done. It takes about 1 to 2 minutes. All right, now we can see from the terminal window that the installation was successful. So it tells you a little bit more there and gives you some kind of tools or commands to run if you need logs, certain things like that, how to restart the service or test the connection. So if you're a school or have a complicated network setup, you may want to run this to test the connection. But I know that mine works, so we're going to move forward. Now, that's really all that needs to be done from the terminal. So we'll go back to Mainsail. It lost connection to Moonraker just because we were doing that installation. And then I'm just going to hit /Polar Cloud. So you can see I have my username and PIN entered already. You get those by signing in at polar3d.com, clicking your account in the top right, clicking the settings, and then you can see PIN, username right here, right? So that's what needs to be entered here. And then you choose your printer type. So Delta, Belt, or Cartesian. Ours is Cartesian, and it is a Sovol SV07. This should work for slicing, but what we need to do is connect to Polar Cloud. All right, now that took just a second, but it shows connected and authenticated now, and it's registered with this serial number. So I can go over to my actual cloud, and you can see now that the printer is ready to print, right? So it's online, the camera is transformed and flipped in the correct way. I can open up the slicer and play around with whatever slicing settings I need. But the printer's connected, uses the proper config, and that's all you need to do. You can disconnect it or uninstall at any point by following the steps in the GitHub repository.